I still don't know why I chose that old guest house on the outskirts of Salzburg. Maybe it was the soft rain that evening, the shimmering cobblestones, or the way the yellow light glowed behind the antique wooden sign, Pension Edelweiss. Since 83, I had been traveling alone for weeks, exhausted from long train rides and unfamiliar languages. So a quiet place with a warm bed felt like a blessing. Inside, the lobby smelled of polished wood and lavender, and the elderly caretaker greeted me with a gentle nod. "You'll take room 17, she said, sliding a heavy brass key across the counter. I didn't choose their room. She simply told me. The hallway upstairs was narrow, with portraits of strangers whose eyes followed too closely. My footsteps echoed as if someone walked exactly in rhythm behind me. But when I stopped, the echo stopped too. Room 17 was small, but cozy, washed in cool moonlight from a tall window. I remember thinking how peaceful everything felt, quiet, old, and safe. I placed my bag on the chair, took a long breath, and turned off the lamp. That's when I first heard it, a soft knock. Not from the door, from inside the wardrobe. I froze under the blanket, listening. Maybe the wooden panels were settling. Primera told myself. Old buildings do that. But then came another knock. Slow, carré, full, as if someone was gently asking to come out. I sat up, heart thudding, staring at the wardrobe's carved doors. The moonlight made its surface shine like pale skin. Must be a draft, I whispered to myself, even though the windows were shut tight. I reached over and switched on the lamp. The moment the light flickered on, the knocking stopped. Completely. I gathered the courage to open the wardrobe. I don't know what I expected. Maybe a loose shelf or fluttering coat hangers, but it was empty. Not even dust at the bottom, just clean, cold wood. I laughed nervously and went back to bed, turned off the lamp again, and closed my eyes. A few minutes later, I heard breathing. Not mine. Slow, deep, steady breathing, coming from the foot of the bed. I lay perfectly still, convinced it was my imagination. Jet lag, travel stress, but the breathing grew louder, shifting closer to my pillow. I could feel the faintest warmth on my cheek, like someone leaning over me. I grabbed the lamp cord and yanked. Light flooded the room, but again, nothing was there. I must have dozed off eventually, because the next thing I remember is waking to pale morning sunlight. The room felt normal again. I laughed at myself for being so afraid of shadows. Downstairs, the caretaker poured me tea. "Did you sleep well?" she asked, without looking up. "Primera? Está dead. Tere? Where?" Shoo! Noises from the wardrobe. She stopped stirring the tea and slowly looked into my eyes. "Oh, room 17. As if that explained everything. Before I could ask, she continued quietly. "The wardrobe used to belong to a soldier who never came back from the war. His fiancée waited in that room for months. People say she never accepted he was gone. Some guests hear her searching. ... A cold shiver crawled down my spine. I left that morning, suitcase dragging behind me on the quiet streets. Yet even now, when I close my eyes to sleep, I sometimes hear it again. Not careful, gentle knocking, as if she's still trying to open the door, as if she followed me home.